How I made my first millions through real estate. Hi, my name is Peace, and I'll be sharing with you my real estate journey. Watch to the end. This is a story of resilience, confidence, and hard work. I'll be sharing my real estate journey with you, and I'll also show you how to build up your own wealth through smart ways. Sometimes in 2018, I left my bank job, a well paying bank job, to move over to Abuja to find greener pastures. And then I started working. I was working with someone and I wasn't getting what I wanted. You know, when people hear that you are working in Abuja, you know that she's going to make plenty money. That was what I was thinking. I was thinking that, okay, I'm in Abuja, the capital of Nigeria. Okay, let's go get the money, girl. No, it was not that easy, right? I stayed. I was ready to do the work. And then the person I was working with then said to me, okay, Peace, you've been a good girl while working with me. I'm going to introduce you to something. You will like it. I waited. And then he introduced me to one of the biggest real estate company in Abuja that I should work with them. I was happy because I was working in another company. The pay was okay. Everything was going smoothly. Now, this is where it is. I was in the marketing department, yes, and I was supposed to make sales. I had targets to meet. How am I supposed to do that? And so I met few of my colleagues. Hey, please, who should guide me? I've not been into this before. I've not done this before, right? How do you do it? How do you sell? How do you market? And then they'll tell me, please go and pray. Anybody that knows me know that I'm a firebrand, right? I pray a lot. And I said, please go and pray. I rushed to my altar. Okay, well, let us go there. We went to go and pray. I prayed. Nothing was working. I went back again. I told them, I've prayed. What else again? They said, okay, go and sow seed. I did. From the little one I had, I did. Nobody told me, okay, there are things to be done. Yes, you will pray. Yes, you will sow seed. But these are other things you have to do. Nobody told me that. I kept on meeting them because I was determined. I really wanted to work. I really wanted to know how they are closing because every week they are closing deals. How are you people doing it? Tell me. Okay, show me. How did they do it? I was clueless. I really don't have any idea about this whole thing. Nobody wanted. Nobody. Just don't worry. You will close your own deal. Just don't worry. You will make your own sales. I waited for my time. And then 1 month went to 2 months, 2 months to 3 months, and then 1 year. And then I got a letter that my contract with them has expired because I didn't even close any deal, even a square meter. I didn't even close anything that would even make them want to renew my contract. And the 1 year did not just go like that. Every single day I went to the office, I was embarrassed by the HR. Every single time she keeps saying, hey, Peace, you've not closed any deal. Peace, what is happening? Why are you not selling? Even a square meter, even a shop, you have not closed anything. I was embarrassed. I was always scared of going to the office because it was traumatic. Like, I felt like she was after my life, honestly. And so I left there. I was jobless. And I was determined. I told myself, the next place I'm going to work, I'm going to put in the work. And then I started job hunting again. I started talking to people. I'm looking for a job. I'm really looking for a job. And then they asked me, where do you want to work? I said, in a real estate company. I want to work in a real estate company. If it's not a real estate company, I am not working. And so they said, okay, no problem. One day I was at home and then a friend of mine sent me a flyer, an application flyer that I should apply. I applied for the job. And then I called him. And I was like, do you know anybody there? Maybe you help me put in words. And he said he doesn't know nobody there. I said, okay, fine. God, over to you. One day I was in my house. I got a call. It was during the COVID. That was in 2020. I got a call. Hello, is this Peace? Yes. And then they scheduled me for a Zoom interview, which I did. And then they invited me for a physical interview, which I attended. I was scared. But the good thing about it is they saw somebody that was ready to work. If it's by what they saw in me, I don't know what they saw in me actually, because I was still quiet. I don't know how to talk. Even the HR then that was doing the interview was like, I don't know how you're going to do this marketing when you don't know how to talk. You are too shy. You are too quiet. How are you going to market when you cannot even talk? Learn how to talk. In this business, you're going to talk. I was just smiling. I was just blushing because I don't know. But they saw the readiness to work. And I told them that I am ready to work. And they decided to give me a trial. I got the job. Then we were placed on probation. I got the job in December 2020. Before the end of December 2020, one of my colleagues that we all got the job together closed her first deal. Did I tell you that we were the first set of marketers in that company? Yes, we were. So it was like, okay, just a very small company that was just starting up, and I just said, okay, anyhow it is, peace. Let's just go there. And then before the end of that month, one of my colleagues closed her first deal. And I was like, hola! Village people, they have come for you, peace. Peace, at least you have an idea about real estate. You worked in a real estate company for 1 year. What is happening to you? Before I could count Jack, another of my colleagues closed her own deal. To cut the long story short, it took me 6 months. Yes, you heard me right. 6 months to close my first deal. During that 6 months, my colleagues were closing their deals back to back. And I was like, oh God, God of my fathers, where did I get it wrong? I was still pushing. I don't give up. If there's one thing I know about myself, I'm the kind of person that will fall and I'll pick myself up and I will dust myself and I'll continue. I don't give up. So the first deal came, it was like it was not going to come. I pushed and we did everything, and then boom! First time in my life, I closed a deal. Hey! I did not know how to react. I was like, wow. Is this how it is? Now, the deal did not come with millions, so that was just the deal breaker. I closed my first deal. And I told myself, I can do it, because then I was doubting myself. Immediately I closed my first deal, I told myself, peace, you can do it. You can do it. If others are doing it, you can do it. Guess what? This is where the story gets interesting. The next deal I was not chasing was now a deal. Okay, the first deal was a land deal, right? The next deal I was chasing was a house. Yes, a house. This is someone that couldn't close deal for 1 year, 6 months. Is now chasing a deal for a house. And guess what? I closed the deal. I closed the deal, and that's where my millions rolled in. I closed the deal. It was for a house. I got to know the wife. From the wife, she said I should speak with her husband. And I started talking. Immediately I opened my mouth. Things that started making sense, started coming out. This is a person that the HR almost denied the job because you cannot talk. How are you going to market? How are you going to convince a client? When that deal came, it was not easy getting the deal because the client wanted a house. And then what we had was land. I had to start looking for how to get the house. I went around the estate. I asked all the engineers. Luckily for me, I was able to get one. When we got that one, the client was not in Abuja, the client was in Port Harcourt. He had to drive down I was able to convince a client that I've not met before. He now came down to Abuja. I took him to the site. I did everything. He went back. I had to talk to the wife. I was just talking. I prayed. I was just pushing everything. They know they give up where I come from. Oh. Hey, except you tell me no. And even if you tell me no, I will give you space for a while and I will come back. I don't give up. I don't give up. That is my motto. I don't give up. And so we kept on 1 month, 2 months, and on the 3rd month, your guess is as good as mine. He paid. Not just that he paid. I had to follow him to the bank, sir, for him to make that payment. Yes. And then guess who was smiling at the end of the day? Yours faithfully. Clock it. How do you do that? Clock it. Yes. And that's how I made my first million. I won't want to tell you how much I made, but it was huge. When the commission hit my account, because I got commission from the both sides. When the commission hit my account, I was sleeping and then I had an alert. I woke up and I checked my phone. How will you shout, as they used to say? I don't know how to shout. I cried. This is somebody that nobody believed in. This is somebody that nobody believed in. I cried. I was like, God. So you can do it. And then since then, you know the story. I've been pushing. I've been breaking walls. I've been breaking barriers. Nothing stops me. People that are close to me know that nothing stops me. Like nothing can stop me. If I can do it, I believe you can do it. In this my real estate journey, I've realized something, and I'll be sharing those things with you. One, believe in small beginnings. You can remember I told you that the company that employed me was a very small company, not like they were that small. They were like 5 years old into the system. Their name was not the in thing then, but now there's a difference. I won't mention the name of the company. The name was not that big name then, but now the name is out there. Believe in small beginnings. The second one is be visible. You have to be visible. You have to show yourself there. You have to show yourself out there. You have to be consistent in that thing you're doing. Keep posting. Keep talking to the same person. Keep pushing. One day, one of those doors you're knocking on will open. The third thing I learned is relationship opens more doors than capital. And if you listen to my story, you will hear me when I said that I got to know the wife of the man that bought the land. So it was through the wife I was able to connect to her husband that bought the land. I know most of you believe that real estate is only for the rich. Please dead that idea. Yes, all you need is knowledge, confidence, and persistence. If this video inspired you, comment "I'm next" in the comment section. I'm next. And please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this my success story with others so that they are going to be inspired, right? Till next time. Bye.